Alright, I'm back out in the garage. I've been doing some cleaning. I got a considerably better walkway. I got some boxes to get rid of and stuff. Anyway, 302 Super. Last video we were talking about issues with the water pump, and the new casting doesn't line up the hole exactly right. If I would have realized that before I had this thing all put together, I maybe would have got a die grinder or something and relieved that casting a little bit. I talked about potentially spacing putting some spacers down here where it mounts the front of the motor to move that out. I don't really like that idea. I want this bolted up solid. Parts book doesn't show any kind of spacer. I know I had one of the parts suppliers say there's supposed to be one. I haven't seen any indication other than their word that not saying he's making that up. I just parts book I've got and everybody I've talked to that's got 302s, that one guy's the only guy that says there should be a spacer there. So I went a slightly more drastic route. Yeah, so we're going to just shorten the pipe a little bit. I'm going to, here in a little bit, I've got a like a 4 or 5 inch belt disc sander combo thing. I'm going to go grab that out of my storage, and we will square the end of that off, and then we will also put that chamfer on there, just so that, and squaring it up should help clean up the burrs, and then hopefully that'll slide in nice and pretty, and we'll be able to get this thing back together. Yeah, but I am going to put my spacers there on the 3 holes or wherever where the yeah, that other plate over there, where'd it go? I've lost it. I'm losing my mind. Yeah, this plate here, I am going to shim that out to hold the air cleaner out like I had. So anyway, that's where I'm at for now. I had to run to my storage building and find my sander so we can get that cleaned up. It's either that or can I get to my big one? Nope. I got to do some more cleaning and rearranging out here, except for the toys up there that got lent to a young man, and then he kind of outgrew them and they got sent back. There's a whole bunch of stuff on these 2 shelves over here that hasn't been touched since the day it got put on that shelf that I think is going to go away. I really think I'm going to get rid of those 2 shelves. Get rid of all that miscellaneous crap. Give myself a little more room out here in the garage. But anyway, I'm rambling on. So I'll be back. Alright, 302 Super. I'm going to have to take back a previous statement. I wish I had a good place to sit this down. Oh, see, now you're going to change pages on me. I went in the house and looked at repair catalog R2097A. This is for the straight 302s, but you know, other than some power steering and changes, and I think some yeah, appearance changes. They're the same. I'll go to whatever page this is, like page 20, whatever it is. Right there it is. There's the little spacer plate that the guy was saying is supposed to go in there, which I don't remember having. So anyway, I think I have to make or buy one of those. And then I also need this piece right here, number 26. This is a support rod. It says the first valve cover stud, but all the ones I've seen, I think they go to this one, because that can is like right there. I think it goes to the second one. So I'm gonna have to try and find one of those as well. I mean, I know somebody's got one. I just got to figure out if that's where I want to go or not. So then I also need to get one of this hose, because mine is the bottom end, I think, from being exposed to gasoline, is just hard and it will not fit over the carburetor. So anyway, carb to pipe hose, that supports rod deal, And then wherever it's at in here, I missed it, no. And then that little spacer plate. So we may not be getting much done today, and I may have messed up by cutting that pipe off. I don't know. The good thing is there's enough length on this end that goes into the block that I can, probably what I'll do is I'll grease the block end up with that moly coat stuff. I'll probably still go ahead and put a layer of ultra gray on that just to make sure it seals. But then once I get this all in there, I'll slide that in as far in as it'll go, so that I know that I'm in there anyway. I stand corrected. I'll be back. All right, in an effort to keep moving forward on that thing, I dug through my pile of bits here on the bottom of my water cart. Who can guess what I'm fixing to get ready to do? Pay no attention to the double lines. I'm an idiot sometimes. I find it. I was trying to hold that big piece of steel up against this thing, and I said, Jocko, go. Some good energy drink right there. Got this little thin piece of cardboard that was much easier to hold up there, mark it out, cut it out with scissors, and then transfer that on to this piece of steel that I happen to have. Don't know why I got it, don't know where it came from, don't really care. It's exactly the thickness I think I need to do what I need to do. So I'm gonna get ready to start wasting cutoff discs. So I don't know how round that little detail is going to get, but hopefully we can at least get some. The picture in the book actually shows this being square across the end, so as long as I got enough room for the bolt hole, we'll see what happens. What may happen, I'll just cut a straight line there and a straight line there, and wherever they intersect, that's where it gets cut off, and then we'll round it off, or put a grinding wheel in the grinder and put it in the bench vise. We'll round it. I don't know. We're gonna do something. Should have read the book sooner. Should have ordered the book sooner. Anyhow, I'll be back. All right, back here on my portable workbench, my truck, with my portable clamps, weights and stuff. I took that piece of steel and I cut a triangle out of it, and a little bit of work with the grinder and then sander and stuff. She don't look too bad. And when we take her in here to the old water pump, backwards. Fits down on there pretty good. So next step is I'll get it lined up real nice, and I'll clamp it on there, and then I'll use a drill bit that's just ever so slightly smaller than these holes to make some witness marks for centers of holes, and then we'll probably go over to Mr. Drill Press hiding way over there in the corner. Where is he? He's right there. We'll go over there to drill the holes out. So anyway, yeah, I'll be back. All right, 302 update. Manual says we're supposed to have a spacer, and look at that. Well, get it framed, dummy. So got a coat of quick dry primer on there. I kind of like it because it's kind of dark brown. So anyway, makes the brown. So we're going to coat of paint on that. So that may, probably not tonight, but tomorrow we'll be able to get that bad boy right there. I think how pretty. Get that in behind that and get it on that. I went through the carburetor because it had issues. It's got the new rubber tips needle. Blew everything out. Everything seems to be normal. The float was going up and down nice and easy, nice and, I don't know what happened when it decided it wanted to overflow the carburetor the other night, but Come on, get in. Well, why would you? You know, because you're on film, so why would you cooperate anyway? Blowing air through the main jet. I got mist coming out everywhere I should have. So I don't think there's anything wrong with the carburetor. We're going to there's nothing wrong with the carburetor. We hopes. That looked a little close to the witness marks. Yeah, not close enough to cause a problem though. That's how I like to put them back together. Turn them upside down and put the bottom on. Anyway, so I'll put the screws back in. That'll get all done. We might get that put back on tonight. I apologize for some of the earlier shots in this video because I realized when I had opened the lens cover that doesn't open like it's supposed to. I got a fingerprint like right down the middle of the screen. Hopefully that's been cleaned up and video looks better now. So anyway, I'm going to get that cleaned back up and get it back on the tractor. Yeah, so that I can get, because I'm winding down for the night. I'm going to get that back on the tractor and then get all my carts and stuff put away. I got some Dutch oven management I got to do. There's some oil in there. Was definitely in this one from frying stuff. The fish fries, I got to get these ready to go because we're going camping next weekend, and we got to do, we don't have to do, we were requested to do chicken and dumplings in the Dutch ovens. Seems to be kind of our specialty when we go camping, and there's enough of us normally for our family. That one's enough to have enough for everybody plus leftovers. I've never cooked in that big one, and it's way heavier than it should be. It's really, really thick. I think it's a custom made piece because it's actually got some people's names cast. I bought it in an auction. That's kind of cool with the deer on top. And then anyhow, I gotta get my Dutch ovens cleaned up yet tonight. Try to anyway. I think that's a project I can get done, but I need to get carburetor back together, back on the tractor, and then get the rest of this mess organized, cleaned up, put back away so I can get the Jeep, Mama's Jeep, back in. Yeah, so long way to go, but we're gonna get there. Still shooting to have it at the Johnson County Tractor Show, like 13th, 14th, 15th of June, something like that. I got about 3 weeks. Unfortunately, next week's short because camping Friday, Saturday, Sunday. But, you know, hey, we'll get there. It runs. If it leaks a little, it'll leak a little. But, and I'm probably not gonna have the sheet metal buffed by then, but we're gonna do what we can, and yeah, I'll be back.